All right, so we're going to look at section 1.3, solving equations with variables on both sides. And the key idea here is to be able to solve equations that have variables on both sides. In order to do that, we collect the variable terms on one side and the constant terms on the other. So let's look at this first example. Solve 15 minus 2x equals negative 7x and check your solution. So we need to collect our variable terms on the same side and the constant terms on the other. So right now I have two terms. I'm going to just rewrite my equation. (15 minus 2x equals negative 7x. And my like terms are the minus 2x and the minus 7x. Now the negative 7x is already alone on the right side of my equation. So I want to move this negative 2x from the left side to the right side. And when we want to move to the opposite side of the equation, we need to use the inverse operation. So the opposite, or the inverse of negative 2x, is positive 2x. So I'm going to add 2x to both sides. It's going to cause this to cancel. And we get 15 equals negative 7x plus 2x is negative 5x. We're not finished. We still need to get the x alone. Right now it's being multiplied by negative 5. Well, the inverse of multiply is divide. So I need to divide both sides of my equation by a negative 5. When I do that, I'll find out that negative 3 equals x, or x equals negative 3. Now, it's also asking me to check my solution, and I can do that by substituting negative 3 in for x. So I'll have 15 minus 2 times negative 3. We want that to equal negative 7 times negative 3. Well, 15 negative 2 minus 3 is going to give me a positive 6. A negative times a negative is a positive. Positive 6. And then negative 7 times negative 3 is positive 21. 15 plus 6 is 21. And 21 equals 21. So that's my check. For example 2, it says use the distributive property to solve the equation. So the first thing that I need to do when I look at this problem is I can see I have a negative 2 outside of the parentheses multiplying by that x minus 5, and then 6 on the outside of the parentheses multiplying by 2 minus 1 half x. So I'm actually going to distribute that number on the outside. Whenever you think or see parentheses, I want you to think multiply. So we're going to distribute for both of these. So negative 2 times x is going to give us negative 2x. Negative 2 times minus 5, a negative times a negative is a positive, so we're going to get a positive 10, equals 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times a negative 1 half, so I'm going to end up with minus, and 6 times 1 half, or you can think of it as what is half of 6, and half of 6 is 3. So 6 times the 1 half x is going to give us 3x, or in this case it's a minus 3x because of the negative. And now we need to gather our like terms. So our like terms here, we have the negative 2x and the negative 3x. And then we also have the plus 10 and the positive 12. So I need to gather these terms. Now I like to move the smaller term if I have things on both sides. So the smaller term here between negative 2x and negative 3x is actually the negative 3x. So to do this, I need to use that inverse operation. So the opposite of minus 3x is plus 3x. So I'm going to add 3x on both sides. And I'm going to get x plus 10 equals 12. And then to solve that, we're not done yet. In order to solve that, the opposite of plus 10 is going to be minus 10. So that cancels, and we're left with x equals 2.